now I feel bad because on the last podcast we had Phil from First Fragment on, and just super shredder guy. But we were talking about Jarzenbeck and how he showed up to a show that we played. Remember? Yeah.
I remember that. And he's standing right in front. You remember he was standing right in front of me, and he just completely destroyed my confidence.
Oh, did he do it? Okay,
dude, he was standing like 3 feet in front of me the whole set, and I just crumbled. I fell apart completely. I was like, forgot how to play guitar.
I might be mixing this up because
is that in San Antonio or no?
Yeah, San Antonio at the place with the parrot in the back.
White Rabbit.
White Rabbit.
Oh shit!
I mean,
dude,
that's like if
dude.
That's the same thing for me. If like Frank Mullen was front row while I was doing an audio show, like, dude, I'm trying to growl right now.
Yeah. There's I remember. So I'm mixing the story up then because I think Jarzenbeck was watching you guys and then came back and was like talking with us and stuff. And I told him he didn't do this, but I was like, I think I told you this after. I was like, dude, you should walk up in front of Mike Keene and just cross your arms and then just shake your head and then walk away.
So it's all you, dude. You're the fucking reason.
I think because he already said he was watching you up front. He's like, yeah, it's pretty sick. But like, I think I said at that point, I was like, dude, you should go back up there and go shake your head.
Fucking Joel, dude.
So I know it's a drunk, funny joke thing. And actually, funny thing about that, there's still that we still say to this day, which is it was me, like Derek.
That's what I wanted you to bring up earlier.
Yeah. And so I forget who else was next to me. And Jarzenbeck came out to whoever's next to, I think it might have been Casey, and was like, hey, see you guys later. Thanks for coming, or thanks for getting me on, blah, blah, blah. And shook his hand, shook my hand. And then fucking Derek put out his hand, and Jarzenbeck just like walked right by it. And then Derek immediately doesn't miss a beat and looks over at me. He's all stall, dissed by the jars.
Dissed by the jars.
Dissed by the jars.
Like, still holding his hand up.
I literally wanted to drop that earlier, but I was like, how are we gonna get that in there, dude?
He literally like he still like Derek still had his hand out. He looked over at me. He's like, dissed by the jars. Like it was perfect. Like it was just perfect, dude. Yeah, that was.
I have a couple stories like that, actually, like of involving Derek, of other people in bands doing that, like people that we toured with.
In Flames. That sort.
Okay, all right. So you know it. So now you're
like texting me the next day.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't want to get myself in trouble by saying
I said it.
Telling stories.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the singer had I don't know. He may have had a good reason for like keeping to himself on that tour, which I won't get into. But like, yeah, it was like, I don't know, maybe halfway through the tour already, and Derek like approached him and he said he started to say like, hey man, we haven't met yet. I just wanted to sit, and like dude just like straight up put his head down and just like beelined past him, and it was like, wow.
Yeah. The story I remember Derek told me, I remember hearing this story, and this could be exaggerated and I might have made this up, but from what I remember hearing, it was like in the beginning of the tour or something like that, or maybe he was finally like getting wanted to go up and say like, fuck yeah, you're sick, you're doing great. And the guy like signed his face or something with a Sharpie and walked out.
Oh, so that was okay. You're like combining two stories. It was the same night though. It was the same night.
Oh yeah. Shit.
So it was in Philadelphia. We were at Trocadero, and the thing with Derek happened earlier in the day when he beelined past him, like literally did one of these and beelined past him, like while he's trying to say hello to him. And then after the show, they were doing meet and greets, and there'd be like 10 or 12 people waiting, for the meet and greet, and like. The tour manager would tell him to form a, single file line, and, the guys will sign your stuff and take a picture with you or whatever. And Ash, the drummer of 3 Inches of Blood, he like got in the end of the line, like, you know, as a joke, assuming that like, you know, like 3 weeks into tour, he would like
finally be able to
recognize that like this is someone I'm on tour with, you know, like, and like he said something like I don't have anything, but can you sign me? And he like, and dude like straight up Sharpied his fucking forehead. And he was just like,
sick.
What?
Dude.
Like, it was just like, oh my God.
Okay.
That's what those things like make me think like it's underground tours are way chiller because it's more of like a traveling circus that's all a family.
Yeah.
And then like,
I mean,
you get to that other level where like people are like, I'll tour with you for a month and not even acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck, dude?
I've toured with you know, we've toured with some pretty big bands, you know, and there's definitely been tours where like there's people that I didn't say a single word to the entire tour, you know.
Yep.
Wild,
and then there's other tours where, you know, like really big bands and like they're super cool. Like, you know, when we toured with Lamb of God, like Chris Adler is like one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. Like he's so cool. He's like really down to earth.
That's a drummer, right?
Yeah.
Sick drummer too.